we've talked about Reading and Leeds festivals, but they're not the only big festivals going on this weekend. Oh, no, no, no. Manchester is currently hosting hundreds of Bronies and Pegasisters. That's the adult fans of the My Little Pony TV show. They have come from the UK and across Europe, grown men, just like Clint from Holland.
It is easy to make friends in the Brony community. We don't judge each other for what we are, and we enjoy the show, have some fun time. It's seen as something like for homosexuals, but it isn't. There's lots of adult stuff in it that adults understand. It is maybe for children, but it's like Disney. Disney's for everyone. It's always fun, and the story starts normal, something goes terribly wrong, and it's always a happy ending. It's not that easy stuff about girls and boys and love. Those things are way too easy, way too girly. This is more about things in life that may happen and how you react to it and how it can be resolved.
Well, Graham Lord's one of the organisers of the My Little Pony gathering, which is also, and he's also known by his My Little Pony character nickname, Netherson. Graham/Netherson, good morning.
Hello there, how are you?
Really well, thank you. So tell me what goes on at these conferences. What do the Bronies and the Pegasisters get up to?
Well, it's mainly about sharing. It's about sharing the creativity of the community, because the biggest part of the community is all about its creative output. So everyone in the community, they all make original music. They do drawings. They make crafts and clothing and all kinds of things. And it's all about us all coming together to share that with each other, basically.
You know, there's always a little bit of sneering at people who were very into Doctor Who or people who were very into Star Trek, say. What are people's reactions to you when you say, I'm a Brony and I love, as a grown man, My Little Pony?
Yeah, well, I mean, obviously we do tend to take a little bit more flack than the other fandoms do. But to be honest, there's a lot of crossover, you know, and people are aware that there's lots of fandoms out there for, you know, as you say, Doctor Who and Star Trek and Harry Potter and all sorts. So it's one of those things where, although the Brony fandom is a little bit unexpected, a lot of people are starting to realise that, you know, this sort of thing is not uncommon anymore, and it's almost inevitable.
I have got a 5-year-old who is obsessed. We've got the game. The TV show is never off our screens, it seems. So we could talk for many, many hours, I'm sure, about Fluttershy and Pinkie Pie and all the rest of them. But it drives me mad, Graham. I have to look away. I can't really cope with the characters and the voices and the best day ever. And what is the real appeal for you? What do you love about it?
Well, for me, it's something that the show was always designed for a family. Well, the old show wasn't, but the newer version of it, the Friendship is Magic generation, was always designed to be a family show, which is one of the reasons why it's managed to appeal to an older audience as well. But mainly, it started off as a bit of a tongue-in-cheek joke on the internet. But then people started watching it, and they realised actually this is all a bit of fun. And then when the community started growing, people found suddenly there was this huge sense of belonging, and all these people who were thinking about, you know, the like-minded people who all liked, you know, they all liked music, they all liked all this creative stuff that we're doing, and it's built it up around there. And I mean, sure, that everyone's got a few parts of it they don't like. You know, some people find that the more happy characters can become in short doses, basically. But it's a large part of it is based around the community, though. That's how it's become so mainstream. And the show itself, a lot of people I know have, you know, they've watched the show, but they don't watch it all the time anymore. For them now, it's become more of the community rather than the show. And that is just sort of the core in the centre of it. Very
briefly, Graham, how did you come up with your nickname?
Oh, this is just one that I've been using for a long time. It's not based on anything in particular. It's literally one I made up.
Okay. Well, I'm obviously Princess Celestia. That goes without saying. But good to speak to you. Thank you very much.
Okay,
Says Graham Lord, a.k.a. Netherson. Well, thanks very much for listening this morning. I'm back on Sunday Breakfast next Sunday morning.